And then we have co-marketing with our cloud marketplaces. So these are your hyperscalers, your Salesforce, the big dogs. You are most likely not an equal with them. So you're the smaller player, but you have an opportunity to do webinars. We have one coming up that we'll share in our follow-up with Salesforce on how do you sell with the Salesforce team, and it's us and our Salesforce partners just sharing information with the ISVs in that ecosystem, um, promoting wins. So making sure that those internal sales teams, those are big teams, and they have everyone pulling on their attention, thousands of apps in these app stores, all trying to get the attention of their sales team. And what resonates is stories. They want to know why you won with them, how you're helping them specifically. And so providing content and co-marketing that looks like that will help resonate on how to find the right kind of opportunities for you to co-partner on, because they'll start to see the industries, the use cases, etc. Co-sponsored events, of course, and those post-event events, like those happy hour and dinners that we talked about. And then making sure you know what sort of opportunities are available to you if you're part of these bigger partner programs. There are advantages and incentives to being a part of them. Often you can kind of move through the ranks based on how much you've sold or different thresholds. But no, making sure that you just have done the research to know what's available to you as a partner within these partner programs, whether that be pay for play, or ones that are available based on those different thresholds. Pay for play, for example, Salesforce has their AMP program, the App Exchange Marketing Program. You can pay to do a social post with them, to write an ebook that they help brand. And so you have opportunities to work alongside these larger partners who in these cloud marketplaces who have this really wide audience. You have the opportunity to co-market with them. You may have to do more of the work, and you may have to get more creative about what it is that they care about, but the audience that you can reach there is just so much greater than what you can do on your own.
Yeah, and this isn't my expertise nearly as much as it is Santa's, but I've run into a lot of big players, bigger than you'd think, who are willing to take a blog post submission.
Mhm.
Now, that doesn't mean that they will necessarily publish it, but if you're a writer, if you have a good writer on your content team who can cater content to their audience, that often isn't even a pay to play, and you can submit
Mhm.
content that's going to get a lot more promotion because it's for that bigger company.
Exactly. The larger companies, although they have more resources, sometimes it's harder for them to actually make moves and get things done. When you're a smaller, more nimble company, you can just put out a social post or write a blog in a day or so, without having to jump through hoops. And then you're just asking them to help in promoting or sharing that content. And so for all of this, it's about how do you stand out? How do you make yourself, again, easy to work with? And how do you think about co-marketing as part of that entire go-to-market strategy with these larger companies that can really be impactful to your pipeline, especially when sales is under so much pressure. Partnerships has an opportunity here to really bring the value of co-selling with these larger marketplaces.